beginning with the beautiful name of Allah, who is the most merciful and kindness. My name is Anas Ali God. Today I am with different topics in this video. The first topic is partnership. Second topic is corporation. Third topic is liquidation of partnership. And fourth topic is receivables. Here the first topic is partnership. First of all, what partnership is? Partnership is the second type of business in which two or more than two persons engage their activities in order to earn profit. This is the association of two or more than two people for only earning profit after they establish business we call partnership. Partnership has the best experience that are being gotten by partners and their life. When they engage their activities are full with talents because they come from the different kind of the experiences they have, and that is why partnership is called the strongest business than the other two businesses. Here some are the advantages about the partnership that are being gotten by partners. Like, partnership is easy to form. When there are different partners, they engage themselves in partnership, then they bring different kind of the resources in business, like the resources that they are bringing in business, called like the financial resources and their activities and their talents. These are the things they are bringing in business. That's why it is said that it is easy to form than sole ownership and corporation. Second benefit is allows several people to combine their financial resources. Financial resources are being given by partners in business. They bring financial resources. It could be in the shape of building, it could be in a cash, it could be inventory. These are the resources that are being given by partners in business. Third is allows several people to combine their activities. This is actually one of the best thing about the partnership that gives huge things in partnership, like that they could be partners can be bring experience from HRM or financial, and they can be from computer science, and they can have the different experiences in their life. That's why that partnership is said that it is effective than other businesses. Some are disadvantages of partnership, like has unlimited liability. When a partnership business goes in a liability and does not succeed, then it is the duty of the partners that they have to give huge amount of money in order to accomplish or to give liability of the business. Second is has limited life. For suppose a person who dies, who belongs to one kind of a partner of a business, then there is a need to liquidate that partnership or to collapse that partnership, because one partner has gone from this world and now this will be the end of the partner. Here the second topic is corporation. Corporation, what actually corporation is? Corporation is a third type of business which is started with the permission of government. Corporation has a legal entity. This is organization owned by several persons. Corporation is actually belongs to the government, because it is the government which gives permission to the those who are the investors or the shareholders, stockholders, we can say them. So these are the only shareholders who invest in corporation and they got permission from government. That's why that you can say that it is this is a corporation that in which you can sue to others as well as they can sue to you. This corporation gives huge amount of tax to government and often say that the best thing for government about collecting tax is corporation. Here that how we start corporation said in this that the step by step we start corporation, then we have to see these kind of the things like the first one is initiators make prospectus. One who invests in corporation are called initiators and they first made prospectus that why that we are going to establish corporation business, because they want to earn profit. That's why they are going to establish, and for that they make prospectus. In prospectus different things can be written there. Second is promoters. Promoters are often called investors or shareholders in business and corporation. Third is particular certificate. Particular certificate is such a certificate where partners those who invest in corporation they got particular certificate that they have invested in corporation. Fourth is financing. Financing is all about the raising money. When corporation establishes, then there will be financing happens, and with the help of financing that corporation can be succeeded. The sixth is equity financing. Equity financing can be imagined by us that it is just like a certificate in which the investors actually get equity financing when they give in or invest in business, they got the equity financing. Here the third topic is about the liquidation of partnership. That what actually the partnership is. About the liquidation of partnership is the process in which we sold the things at the minimized cost. This is called liquidation of partnership. In liquidation of partnership, a business it sold each and every asset of it at a minimized cost for liquidate business. Here these are some of the following steps in order to liquidate partnership or corporation. The first is convert all non-cash assets to cash. Those assets which are non-cash, there is a need to make them as a cash. For it will be sold. All commodities will be sold, merchandise, inventory, whatever the business in, that they will be sold as a asset. They are the assets. Now they are going to be in a cash shape. This process is often called realization. Second is pay creditors all amounts due. Whatever the business that has gotten, like the credit liabilities that business has, now it is time to pay all kind of the liability of a business. This is called second step of liquidation. Third is distribute the remaining cash to the partners. You have to distribute. Now the third step is that those who are the partners, you are going to distribute your cash according to the partners' share. Here this is the example on liquidation of partnership. When the wind up of partnership happens, the liquidation process happens there. The example is about a business that has a cash of 6 lakh and inventory is 1 lakh and building value is 6 lakh. It also owns liability. This business also owns liabilities of 1,20,000, and the ratio of the partners is 1 to 3, which means there are 3 partners in liquidation of in this business. And second note in this is inventory and building are going to be liquidated in that business. When the inventory and liquidate are being liquidated, then the inventory value is 40,000 and building value is 5,80,000. At the first, inventory has the value of, before the liquidation of business, that inventory has a value of 1 lakh and building has a value of 5,80,000, but sorry, 6 lakh. The building has the value of 6 lakh before liquidation. When liquidation happens, then inventory is becomes 40,000 and building becomes 5,80,000. This was the process of liquidation where these both things becomes on it. Now cash, the first entry of the liquidation of partnership is cash, that has become 6,20,000 because inventory and building becomes plus, then they become 6,20,000 of cash. Inventory and building will be put by us on credit side because the liquidation process they are put on credit side, and inventory it has become after the liquidation process is 40,000, so we put it on 40,000, and building it is about 5,80,000, then I put it on the debit side as a liquidation of partnership happens in this entry. And the second entry is all about the liability. Account payable is 1,20,000, which has been decreased when the partnership has given out, and cash from business has gone 1,20,000. This is the paid liabilities has become there. Here the fourth topic is receivables. There are 2 types of receivables. Number 1, accounts receivable, and second is notes receivable. What is account receivable? Account receivable is a arise from credit sales to customers. Whenever we sold any kind of thing on credit, there will be new account will be involved by us that called account receivable. The amounts that has been gotten by is being gotten by business on credit, this will be called account receivable. The second point about the account receivable is we will create a separate subsidiary accounts for each customer. When the customer owns any kind of thing, then there will be written each account of the customers individually. We have to record that individually. This helps us to keep track of how much each customer owes us individually. That's why we individually regard each customer, and it helps us that how much a customer owns from us. If we record collectively, then there will be huge difficulty for us to see and how much amount that customer owns. For that we individually record that. Here is the great example on it. On August 11, Angela Co sales 1,150 of merchandise on credit to Steve. Here is a one business which sells merchandise 1,150 to Steve. This is the first business that has sold to Steve. This Steve is the second business that is purchasing from the Angela Co sales. And now the third business comes here, the Amonth, that 1,000 of merchandise on account to Amonth. Angela also sells to Amonth company as well. Steve's company, it has sold. Now the second entry is all about the Amonth, by means that Angela Co sells both businesses, Amonth businesses as well as Steve business. So Steve businesses will be recorded separately from the Amonth. Here what will be the Angela Co sales? record the inventory. First, account receivable Steve. That account receivable from the Steve will be 1150 and sales is 1150. This is the credits sales to Steve, and after that account receivable will be written for the Steve for that 1150, and account receivable a month for 1000 and sales is about 1000 to record credit sales to a month. This is the second entry about the a month. In this way that we have to record individually these kind of the entries. Here the second type of receivables is notes receivable. Notes receivable is a written promise in which a purchaser promises that he will give a specific amount to a specific future date. That's why we call notes receivable. In notes receivable, there is a simple promise made by purchaser in order to get from the seller and for the future specific date that he gives, the date that he will pay the amount of that merchandise on a specific future date. The second point is on the notes receivable is include information about the principles. What are the principles that this purchaser that he is going to make? Then he has to accomplish all the principles according to business company that it gives. And interest rates also will be written there that you have to pay this interest rate for notes that you have owned. Now it will be you have to pay the interest rate as well for that merchandise. And due date, it is most important that date must be written in that notes receivable, which is important for the both people. I hope that you have understand these 4 topics which are related with the financial accounting. And last, thank you for listening this video.